Melody Shari has recently opened up about the harassment and mistreatment she says she continues to face from her ex, Martell Holt. She has been sharing videos telling her side of the story and even going live on TikTok, where thousands of fans tune in to listen. In one of those lives, Melody revealed that Martell allegedly pulled up on her, harassed her, and even threatened her life. She made it clear that this isn't just petty ex drama. This is about her safety and her children's safety. That live ended up on Tasha K's platform, and the internet instantly exploded. The comments were split. Some fans stood by Melody saying, "We see you, we hear you, we believe you." But shockingly, others, mostly women, started victim shaming. They called her bitter, told her to move on, and even accused her of making it up just to sell products. Think about that. A woman speaks up about being harassed, and instead of support, she's attacked. That's exactly why many women stay silent. Of course, Martell didn't stay quiet either. After Tasha K reposted Melody's live, he allegedly texted her mocking Melody and saying, "Really? Anything to sell those products?" He laughed it off, claiming if he had actually done what she said, he'd already be in jail. He even clowned her for wearing what he called her Sunday best to court, as if dressing appropriately for court is a joke. He bragged that instead of jail time, he just had to pay a $300 fine. Then, in typical Martell fashion, he tried to flip the script, claiming the videos he shared with Tasha K showed who the real abuser was. But that's Martell's playbook. Provoke Melody, record her response, and then use it against her. But let's be real, if you start the drama, you can't play the victim when the other person reacts. And speaking of court, let's clear something up. Melody showed up in a classy white suit, looking professional. Isn't that exactly how you're supposed to show up to court? Meanwhile, Martell also came dressed up, but nobody clowned him for it. And then there's Arione Curry, according to Hannah Grace, who was actually there. Arione showed up in a skirt that looked more like she was headed to the club than a courtroom. But instead of calling her out, people dragged Melody for looking. To put together, double standards are unreal. Back to the victim shaming. In Tasha K's comments, some women claimed Melody should just move on, even though the situation literally happened last month. Others accused her of doing just as much to Martell as he does to her. But what exactly has Melody done? She's not stalking him. She's not showing up at his house. She's not interfering in his relationship with Arione. She's raising her kids, running her businesses, and setting boundaries. Meanwhile, Martell is the one pulling up, following her, and creating chaos. Even Melody's makeup artist, Jay Taylor, had to step in, saying, "Wow, just wow," because it is shocking to see women shaming another woman for speaking up about her safety. Thankfully, not everyone was against her. Some fans defended Melody, asking the real questions. Why did Martell feel the need to approach her at the elevator? Why was Arione running her mouth the whole time? And why did Martell drive to where Melody was just to harass her again? That's not love. That's not co-parenting. That's obsession. And that elevator moment said it all. After court, Melody, Martell, Arione, and security all ended up in the same elevator. Instead of keeping quiet, Arione had the nerve to tell Melody she was talking to someone's husband. Really? After 5 years of divorce? After all the drama? That's not confidence. That's desperation. Melody didn't take the bait. She stayed calm because she has way too much to lose. That's called class. Still, there are people who refuse to hold Martell accountable. They paint Melody as bitter or obsessed when the truth is the complete opposite. Melody is the one who walked away, built her businesses, and focused on her kids. Martell is the one who keeps chasing her, dragging her name into his mess, and using every chance he gets to create more drama. If anyone looks bitter and obsessed, it's Martell Holt, not Melody Shari. And it doesn't stop there, because fans have also started calling out the people around Martell who enable his behavior. Many believe that producer Carlos King and the Love and Marriage Huntsville team have turned a blind eye to Melody's concerns for years. Melody herself has claimed that she reached out to production when she felt unsafe, even asking them to come to her home at one point, and no one responded. If true, that means the very people who were supposed to ensure the cast's safety failed her in a major way. On top of that, fellow cast members like Letitia and Marcia Scott have often downplayed Martell's actions or even laughed at Melody's pain. Fans haven't forgotten those moments, and it only adds to the feeling that Melody is being isolated while Martell is protected. This is why so many viewers feel a responsibility to speak out. They see Melody trying to move forward, raise her kids, K, and run her businesses while being dragged back into drama she didn't create. K. They see the unfair double standards, the victim shaming, and the lack of accountability. K. And they're tired of it. At this point, the situation has grown bigger than just one messy court date, about a pattern of behavior, a lack of protection, and a woman who refuses to be silenced despite it all. Melody's strength and composure in the face of her